Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see a team that can get it done on the ground. The Cardinals are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Seahawks team that wants to keep the running game in check. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Okay, Larry, first opened in 2006. Here's a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard.
And the back goes into motion.
Leopard.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Let's look at this offense now, and let's talk about John Brown.
An exciting young talent from Pittsburgh State, home of the Gorillas. Hard to cover, great moves in short areas.
Ten yards still left on second down.
All right, here we go. Back to the Philly. Here we go. Now, Barney.
They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So 1 yard to go here on third down.
Here we go now. Blue, landed. Detroit. Leopard. Watch him now, Barney.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And they're on third and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolved, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Let's go. Lucky 56. Green 39. Green 39.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Backing up. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw here. He's got time in the pocket. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the 1st down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no real air in which to catch the football, and ended up making a really nice play.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. Here's Britton Colquitt to punt this one away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They come up in an offset eye. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And incomplete to open things up. Our chance to show you the offense here, Tyler Lockett. Charles, your thoughts?
Loved him coming out of Kansas State. The 3rd Lockett that played there after his father and his uncle. An absolute true threat every time he touches the ball to take it to the house.
Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Procise. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
There are so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Now Wilson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition, because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on first down. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Clock running, under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. On first down, Procise. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And the 11 defensive starters for Arizona.
Deion Buchanan was drafted as a safety, but makes many of his plays as a linebacker in their scheme.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. On second down, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And that is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that brings up 4th down.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. To throw now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, 83 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The drive starts with C.J. Prosise, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Prosise. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Again they run. Again it's Prosise. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They come out here in the eye. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson across the 30 to the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Back to 99 Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They're going to look to throw. And That's off the mark, incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson, and it's third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And ready for 3rd and 6.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And able to find John Brown. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
3 yards remaining here on 2nd down.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. Patriot. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now.
They'll drop to throw. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. He's got time. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
Check. Patriot. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. Green.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, look at 56. Green 39. Green 39.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And out now come the Seahawks. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And all the way down to the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Wilson on second down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Wilson now to throw on third down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Wilson on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Here we go now.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Here's Procise. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
On second down, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
On second down, here's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They're going to look to throw. Caught by Nelson left side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
They come up in an offset eye.
Here we go. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Leopard, leopard.
Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now back to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs.
Leopard! All right, now, check. Patriot!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Now let's go.
Here's Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Set, 3-19.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And The kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They come out here in the eye. Now Wilson. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10. It's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Set, B-19, Detroit, back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Again, it's Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6.
Green 39! Green 39!
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll drop the throw. Surveying the field. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Returnable for Lockett. A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They come out here in the eye. Now Johnson. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 2nd down following the run.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
They go to Johnson again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He was brought down by... And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 5 yards to go.
Let's go!
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be taken down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st down, Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Second down following the incompletion. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. 15 yards through the air and a first down. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And that'll make it 13-7. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
right, here we go. 3, left.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match. Serve. That way.